Welcome to my workshop. Cheers. And today, in conclusion, on my resin casting mold series, I want to just give you feedback on the 3 molds, the castings I've done, and the end result, some pens. I'm very happy with the end result. The pens came out very nice, which I'll show you in a while. This is the first mold in episode 1. This was actually a very successful mold, and I've done quite a few castings, and let me show you a few examples. Here I used resin, green and gold dye, and wild fig inside. And that was the end result. Very happy with that pen. And then another example, I just used twigs and I cast it in red and yellow, or bright yellow. And the end result, very happy with that. The next example, I used small pine cones and the end result. The next example, I used the same green and gold, and I used an unknown piece of palm tree plant. But look at the end result. The most basic mold, very good result. Very happy with that. I think in the future I am actually going to build more, but more specific one for single blanks with dividers in, and then obviously with no handle, so I can actually fit in my pressure chamber rack or shelf that will go in the bottom. Okay, and then mold number 2 with the PVC tubes in episode 2. It was a bit of a challenge to do all tubes in one cast. To prevent wasting and spilling, I used funnels. I marked them all out to get the correct amount, and after I started using the funnels, it was very successful and almost no wastage. Let me show you a few examples. This is what the tubes looks like. That's a green and gold with glitter, red and bright yellow, and then a red marble with glitter. The advantage of a round pen blank, you don't have any chips flying all over, and then to get down to the pen size is a lot quicker. Let me show you a few examples. The first example from that pen blank, next example from this pen blank, next example from this pen blank, and the last example, a slimline pen. And then to the mould with the inline tubes that took the most work, but very satisfactory results at the end. Now, since I finished episode number 3, I've done a bit of an improvement. I took threaded rod and made a bit of a tension bar on top. Before casting, when you preheat the mould, everything expands, and there was a chance that the adjustable bushes would come loose and some resin would actually leak through. But it did not happen. Now I'm busy preparing more in-tube castings for later. I just need to finish those last 3 and then I'll do another casting, but let me show you some examples. First example, I dissected the coaxial cord and used the inner. And then, of course, the advantage of using an in-tube casting mould, there's no drilling and gluing. The resin is your glue. Let me show you another example. My first coffee pen. I did this with a pearl and brown white with glitter and coffee beans. In conclusion, all in all, I would recommend any of these molds. At the end of the day, resin that's so expensive, especially the Aluminite clear, using this method you actually save a lot of resin, providing that you get your mixes right, your quantities. I pre-check by milliliter and then weigh in grams, because both parts A and B must be the same weight. And if you get that right, you will not waste at all. So yes, I would recommend doing these molds. It's a DIY. Molds are very expensive, and the thing that's most frustrating is the waiting after you've ordered. So I've saved so much money doing my own molds. I'll give you one example. This cost me under €5 to make, and obviously a bit of labor. The screws and one cutting board, under €5 this cost me. The others were a little bit more expensive, but still a lot cheaper than actually buying molds. Here's a few more examples. From this blank, that's like a blue marble with wood on either side. This was the end result. And here I used skewer sticks or Susati sticks, and I did that in a white and pink casting. And this was the end result. That's a fancy slimline pen, a pink one. And now I did another one with gunmetal. And in the last episode I made a vacuum chamber rack or shelf. I've used it since. That works very well. I utilized my maximum chamber width and height, and at the end of the day I could get three molds in here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make another one with dividers in, with no handle for the bottom. All in all, the chamber rack works very well. Thanks for watching. At the end of the video I'll do a bit of a slideshow and a pen display on the pens I've made using these molds and my favorite pens. And that's all, folks. And as usual, the admin thing, if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or if you want to make any comments, let me have them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as quick as I can. If anyone needs a diagram or plan or a cutting list, you can contact me on my email in the description below. And then please subscribe to my channel. Click on the little bell for further videos. And until the next time, lekker lekker, happy casting and happy pen turning. Bye for now.